back to Something for That Ass podcast.
I'm Brooklyn.
And I'm Lena Love, and we are your hostess.
With the mostest. Today we are doing pros and problems of being pretty.
Pretty problem, pretty pros.
So, start off, boss.
Chief.
We look like boogers, by the way, right now.
We totally look like boogers.
But I like
it's so funny.
Like.
I wanted to bring up something.
But boogers?
No, before we get into the pretty problems and pros, maybe it'll come back to me later, but you know, when it's a lights, cameras, action, sometimes they got a little blank. Conveniently.
For sure.
But I will start off. It's a topic a lot. Okay. We already had a pretty privilege episode before, and that was pretty early in our podcast career. So today we'll be bringing new perspectives and what we have come to find out with the growth and with the experiences. And speaking of growth and experiences, I feel like there's a lot of stigma around growing older, and a lot of people are under this belief system that you lose your beauty as you grow older. But I feel like you actually grow into who you really are because you find it as you grow in your age. And I definitely can speak for myself. Like, each year I find out what better routines to partake in, what clothes suit me better. I am naturally making better decisions for myself because I'm a type of person who always likes to evolve. And it sounds corny, but when you make better decisions for yourself, you will be happier. And when you're happy, that glows as well. Because you saw that trend of a bunch of people showing themselves before a relationship or during the relationship and then after. The ones that drain you, it physically changes you for the worse being in those type of situations. So I would like people to be less fearful of growing older. It is beautiful. It is a blessing from God to make it another year around the sun. And you, in fact, get more beautiful. All you need to do is pour into yourself and it will pay off. I've definitely experienced that. So I'm excited to see my early 20s versus my mid 20s. I feel like there's been a big difference. So I feel like my late 20s and especially my 30s, it's just going to keep getting better and better. And once you get to that age where, you know, you can't fight it, gravity and fine lines, it's a part of it. I mean, I would say gray hairs, but I've been getting them since I was 8 years old. So that's just natural. That's what happens. And you're still beautiful even with those characteristics popping out through too. So
yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. No balding bitch of a man is going to tell me I expire after 25. Like, you get way better looking as you get older as a woman. If your prime is 25, that sucks for you. I'm going to be real because I feel like every year I get way more attractive. And men just are always trying to instill fear into women that they expire after a certain age because they want to scare you into settling down with them. That's always what it comes down to. They want to scare you and they want to catch you while you're young, vulnerable, and stupid, right? And then they want to groom you and manipulate you and mold you into the perfect woman for them. And then once you do that for them, that's still not enough.
right.
So, yeah,
You could lie down flat and they'll still complain that you're not flat enough, and they'll be talking crap about this and that woman. Meanwhile, they're just mad at themselves for actually being the most attracted to the types of women they talk crap about. So you could become a perfect mold for this man and achieve that, which would probably be hard because you're going against yourself, right? All for him to end up cheating on you with someone that is nothing like you, because that's what he truly desires at the end of the day. And with the age thing, it's definitely primarily men, but it has been astounding and annoying coming across how many women will put down other women for growing older as well. Like, baby, we're in the same boat. Who are you really mad at? The other day, I was in a public restroom, and I heard these two friends talking amongst each other. One was in the restroom next to me, and one was, I'm assuming, by the sink. And the woman in the restroom next to me kept telling her friend, like, yeah, she's 29. Like, that's psychotic. I can't believe she's 29. She kept talking about it in a sense of she's old, but she was astonished by how good she looks. And it was just so crazy to me because it's like, of course she fucking looked good. She's 29. Like, that's not old at all. People are under this assumption when you're in your late 20s and you're in your 30s that you just look so much different. You probably look just a better version of your 20-year-old self. Not any older, just better. Mm-hmm. And if you're, if you're not pouring into yourself, you're in shitty relationships, and you go to bed without brushing your teeth, and you have bad hygiene, and you don't pour into your looks or your wardrobe, then yeah, of course, as you get older, you're not going to keep getting better because your day-to-day lifestyle isn't about evolving. So, of course, your looks aren't going to be something that evolves suddenly when you don't pour into yourself on a day-to-day basis. And it's just so annoying to me. I didn't wait to see what she looked like. I just already could tell she wasn't happy with what she ended up looking like if she thinks that a 29-year-old is old. And that a 29-year-old should look so fucking old. Like, fucking God, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. I get so annoyed. Like, women get called old all the time that aren't even old. And I don't even think if a woman is on the older scale, like, you're getting into your 50s, 60s, you still look great. I just don't even think it's something someone should sit around and talk about unless it's a compliment. But that's me.
And it's like something that, women, we have to work on, because it's usually if you don't like a girl and she's older than you, one of the first digs you're going to make is like, oh, that bitch is old, It's programmed. It's programmed. Yeah. But yeah, no, you can't shame me for what's natural in life, which is getting older. And I just think a lot of women have gone so fearful, like, that they are doing all these precautions, I guess, to not look older, which is getting Botox. And Botox, I'm gonna be real, it doesn't look great on most people. I think there are definitely some doctors or nurses, whatever, that know how to insert Botox correctly, and it does look good on some people. But I would say the majority people are looking for shortcuts, and they're looking for a discounted price. And you can't do discounted price when it comes to your face, right?
No.
So yeah, I just kind of like, you're trying to fix a problem, but you're creating another problem.
Yeah, because when you're getting Botox, you're taking away the elasticity in your face that helps prevent fine lines. So when you're putting the Botox in your face to take away the elasticity, then you're more prone to getting wrinkles. Therefore, you have to keep going back. You have to keep going on Groupon to find another deal, because you're going to be met with that problem even quicker now that you've introduced that into your life.
I was going to say, are you trying to not cuss?
Am I? No.
You're like, crap. This crap. I'm like,
I didn't even realize.
I'm like, oh, crap. Are we not cussing on this podcast anymore?
Maybe it's because we're talking about pretty, so it's very female based. So I feel like I have to be more soft when we're talking shit about.
I've been hearing the soft in your voice.
When we talk about shit about men, I feel more rigid. So now that I know women, well, there's probably some of y'all, are men in here, but I feel like more women would tune into this. So.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
You're right.
You'd be surprised. Yeah.
Like, I'll always be softer with the women.
I try. I actually am scared. Like, I haven't posted it yet, but I made a TikTok and I was being really mean to the girls. But I just once I read one too many stupid ass comments, I'm like, all right, there's enough of you collectively to yell at. So I have to unload.
It's inspiration, and your approach might be different, but a lot of people appreciate it more because they like to be like shaken up. It grabs their attention when someone's being soft. Oh, you know, they're like, wah, wah, wah. I'm not trying to hear that. But if someone's like, you fucking stupid ass bitch, why are you doing it like that? They're like, what? Who are you talking to? Like, me?
Yeah, I am.
So you're grabbing their attention, which is good because they need to learn the lesson that comes next. So
yeah,
I think it's good. Never change.
We'll see how it goes. Okay, what do you think is a pro about being pretty?
A pro about being pretty? Oh, you know, actually
or you can start with the problem.
Yeah, okay. So I feel like you would be better with starting off with the pro, and then I'll come with the con.
I honestly didn't write anything down. I did decide I'm going to start watching the podcast all the way through, though. But writing down is still something I have to work on. But I will say a pro about being pretty, obvious fuckingly. When you're a beautiful girl, you just get invited to places. You get invited to places that most people don't get invited to, and you get experiences most people don't get. For the free. You could actually, if you are even a pretty girl, yes, you can go out with no money. And I don't advise anyone to do that because if you're put in a shitty situation, you should always have some money to get yourself out of it. But I will say you can be a very pretty girl, go out with little to no money and come back with money. And don't even be thinking, oh, you have to do some sexual act to do it. No. Some people are just really generous. And if they like what they see, they'll pay you. For nothing, just being there, just being in your presence.
That I was thinking like that, kind of like that. I felt like you could word it better, but because of a recent experience we had a very spontaneous experience, and I think being pretty definitely had a lot to do with it. That the opportunity fell in our laps. So.
Yeah, we literally it's a week later now, but on Wednesday, I was watching one of my friends' stories, and they were at the Breezy Bowl, and I was like, oh my god, he played like his throwbacks. I want to go to the Breezy Bowl. Said it. Next day, we're at Sprouts. Sprouts sponsor us. We're always there.
Literally,
or just send them a gift card, whatever.
Once or twice a week.
We're in Sprouts. I get a message. Do you guys want to go to the Breezy Bowl? Backstage, or all that. I'm like, okay, yes. It's in Vegas. So literally in less than 48 hours after saying that, we're backstage at the Breezy Bowl. And yeah, I'm like, I fucking love this. I love this life. You know, I love this little life of mine. And yes, being beautiful comes with problems, but it definitely comes, like, I will take the problems of being beautiful than having it the other way.
Yeah, it's kind of like when Drake said, they say more money, more problems. Big on the problems.
Yeah.
Big on the problems. Big on the motherfucking problems. Because it's like, yeah, I'd rather be pretty and I'd rather be paid.
Right. I'd rather be paid for being pretty than not, right? Like
overall, no matter what the hardships that we go through, I'm just like, I wouldn't have it any other way. This is my path. So why are you getting mad at me? Right. And that is the thing that I was going to bring up is I feel like a lot of people, when they observe that you're beautiful, they also assume that you get everything handed out in life. And they also think, oh, my bad, y'all. I'm like getting blanked out back to back. I did thankfully write about this, though. So they think that people will just hand you things. You don't really have to work hard. And yes, that might be true because there's a lot of situations we didn't have to work hard for money. And I'm sure a lot of women feel the same way. But also, people assume that you just get the best treatment. But I think a lot of pretty people actually get treated worse because they're always competing with you and they're envious of you because they can't obtain what you maintain on a day-to-day basis. So they treat you a little different. They already assume that you're stuck up, so therefore they treat you as if you already gave them attitude, and you could just be to yourself and people will be talking shit about you, saying all this, assuming the worst, and they're talking about you and putting their attention to you because your beauty draws in their attention. You're the hot topic.
Yeah,
because they're drawn in what your looks, about your looks, and it's like, that's not my fault you're attracted to me and assuming this and that. And that's why there's been previous episodes of me making jokes about people calling me a hoe, this and that, making light of the situation, because yeah, if you think I'm paid for doing that, which I don't and I wouldn't, like, it takes a beautiful woman to do that. I don't know. I just basically wanted to bring that up because there's just been a lot of assumptions, and also at the same time, people will dangle things in front of your face when you're beautiful too. It's not just like, oh, you're given X, Y, and Z. Yes, but at the same time, there's a bunch of people that are going to dangle an opportunity or experience over your head unless you do what you want, unless you do what they want you to do, which is usually a sexual act. And that has happened so much in my life, even starting from a young age. And it's like, if you're not going to satisfy me or do what I want you to do, then you don't get to experience that. And not only that, I could even make it harder for you to attempt to try it elsewhere too, because I'm mad. And you're just met with so much envy and jealousness. It really brings out the ugliest in people, and you could just for real be minding your business, just being beautiful, and it triggers demons in people. So yes, you do get a lot of great experiences, and yes, you do get a lot of handouts, but I promise you, my sister and I worked very hard to get where we're at, and we put in a lot of work to where we're going to.
Yeah, no, I definitely like agree. When you're beautiful, it's like a lot of pressure because all eyes are on you naturally. Like there's so many eyes that just are burning your back and your front and your sides. It's like overwhelming, right? And if you feel a lot of pressure because you're under a close scope, like everyone wants to watch your every move, and then you're judged a lot more quickly because you're just being observed a lot more than the average person. So if you do something fucked up or if you do something great, I mean, I think people always gravitate towards, like, people love to see someone that they like put on a pedestal fall, right? Because they're like, okay, it makes you more human.
Right.
But something I've noticed, I think women that are above average, don't cancel me. They're like, bitch, fuck you. But no, I think women that are considered to be more beautiful, more so than the how do I say this without sounding such a fucking
just say it.
I just think that women that are considered to be very beautiful are also the women that get told to smile more, because people automatically assume you're stuck up when you're beautiful. So they try it with, like, they're like, oh, smile. Like, I'm going to tell you to smile because you look stuck up because you're beautiful. You must be stuck up, right? And then I just really don't like being told that. Why do I owe you a smile? What's funny? Can you bring that out of me naturally? Or are you just going to be insufferable and tell me to smile? It just, there's nothing to be like happy and cheesing ear to ear in your face for, in my opinion. But you're requesting that smile. Look, I think that, definitely smile brightens up, lightens the mood. But why is it my responsibility to do that every time? What the fuck? You smile, bitch. What the fuck? Oh,
no, seriously.
Let me see that missing tooth. Honestly.
And it don't even look good to have a forced smile either. You just look robotic and uncomfortable. Why are you trying to do that to me? Oh, you have no problem making me uncomfortable. I forgot.
Yeah.
And another thing too, speaking about men, is a lot of men obviously have a dream girl that is very beautiful, but men don't treat very gorgeous women like their dream girl. They more so see them as something to accomplish. Like, I need to accomplish getting with her. I need to accomplish being seen out in public with her. You're more so seen as an object rather than a human with emotions. Instead of trying to cater to your emotional needs, they're already thinking about their own physical needs. And I feel like that has been very, very prevalent in mine and other very beautiful women's lives, is a lot of course you can see red flags very early on, but you're met with, I would say, a lot more deceit. You're met with a lot more jealousy. These men will try to compete with you, and you're met with a lot more superficiality, vain energy, because they just want to use your beauty to suck out of you and put in themselves, or they want to flaunt it to show their homies or social media or whatever they want to do. They want to flaunt because it does make them look better to have a beautiful woman by their side. So you could be thinking he's genuinely interested in getting to know you, and he's genuinely obsessed with you, and he loves doing yada, 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 yada. But what he really likes is impressing everybody else but you. And this is a little off topic, but I have been open to dating but fearful of dating because it has came to my attention how prevalent it is to be a DL man. And a lot of men will just try to get with a woman to prove that he actually likes women. So if a man is following a bunch of girls, for example, he could be masking or being hypersexual to cover up what he truly wants. Or he could be trying to get with a girl to excite his homeboy that might be straight because he likes the idea of turning on his homeboy. Or even something like flaunting money. You're doing that mostly for your homeboy's attention. You're not really doing that to get girls. I just feel like a lot of attention that men try to get is actually from men. And when you're constantly trying to get approval from men, you might not even be sexually attracted to them, which I think you are. You just need so much attention and affection from them that I don't really want to deal with you, because you're either DL or you have too much daddy issues and you keep trying to prove a point. And I don't have space for that in my life.
Yeah, we're definitely never beating the homophobic allegations because
I love gay people, and I even love bisexual people too. But I don't respect DL men because they put up a front, and it not only hurts women's feelings, it fucks up their health. Because being hypersexual with other women is a danger to health, but being hypersexual with both sexes opens up way more windows and doors. It's serious. Like, I think it's okay to be sexually fluid. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be bi, but it's not okay to sit up and lie in a woman's face about what you really like, because
DL stands for deceitful losers. And what about it? No, the way I get like by every fucking man on TikTok, it's like stitched your video, and they're like,
I would hate that.
You're homophobic. And I'm like, yeah, I'm literally never gonna beat the allegations, because I'm always gonna call out DL behavior. So it's always gonna be,
but it's guys getting mad.
It's the men, and I can.
Right. Like, if you're getting mad at it, it's because she hit something in you. She hit a nerve, because
I hit that G spot in your ass, baby.
Right. Because
I hit that G spot in your ass.
Because you wouldn't have gotten triggered if it didn't apply. You'd be like, oh, sucks to suck. That's lame. Whatever. You would think something like that. Keep scrolling. But you were like, oh, and then you go to stitch it, and then you press record, and then you press post. You are pressed. Yeah. You are pressed about it. And why else would you be pressed? It's not like she's actually coming for gay people. She's coming for people that do really weird shit to women.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Gay men love men. I mean, gay men actually love women.
Yeah.
DLs don't.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just feel like if a masculine man calls out DL behavior, men are not coming for him and saying, hey, bro, you're being homophobic.
No.
A girl speaks on it, like, hey, you know, some deceitful loser shit. They're like, bitch, you need to be canceled because you're homophobic. Like, I just gotta, you know, I gotta let people, because you know, being on the internet, you are opening up a portal for people to share their thoughts, feelings, comments, concerns.
Right.
And they always have a lot towards me, and I have to hold space for it. But then I'm like, okay, my turn again. Hot potato. I have something else to say.
That's great though, because
yes, I always use it for
the inspiration is continuous.
Yeah,
like it's never gonna.
And honestly, we are gonna have some gays on the podcast, so y'all can tune in because you might like the way they look. You might want to follow that Instagram. And, you know, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Because we do have gay friends too. Like, you guys don't understand. It's not just our observations. We are cool with people.
No, but like, I don't think that's a good argument because people are like, it's like saying, oh, I have a black friend, you know? So I don't. But
I was going to say, like, they will tell stories.
No, that's
like, oh, basically.
Like, I fuck this guy that says he's straight.
Yeah. There's this one guy who was like, I literally tell straight men, okay, I won't tell anyone. Like, you're begging me not to. But if you ever talk shit on me, I'm putting you on blast. Like, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, all these straight men get with DLs. And it was even,
no, they are the DLs. They get with very flamboyant.
It's
very always gay. It's always,
very gay. Because there's some men, it's like, I can't tell right off the bat. But some men is like, you don't even have to say anything. I already know what's up. Like, but we're in Joshua Tree and I was, right. I was reading a Playboy book. And even in a fucking Playboy book, it said, I'm gay, but I've slept with a lot of straight men. Something like that. And it was the biggest bold writing out of the whole journal entry or article or whatever. And I'm like, bro, it's so prevalent. Come on. You can't just get mad at us because we're saying it. It's like,
yeah,
the fuck? We actually need to speak about it because a lot of people's health are in jeopardy. And I honestly wish I knew more before because I had firsthand experience with it myself. So it is what it is now. And I know what to look out more for now, but it's not the best thing to go through.
Yeah, I would say I agree with the, like, people, because, okay, when you're beautiful, people just want to experience you, right? They just want to use you as a milestone. Like, I slept with this girl that all these men want to sleep with.
Yeah.
You know, they look at it more so as challenge accepted instead of, oh, I would like to get to know this person and treat this woman like a human and get to know, you know, things about her other than her coochie hole. But what was my butt on this? I will say it is, in my opinion, because they say, you know, like, as a woman, you need to have more than just your looks. Of course, common fucking sense. You should have that. But I do think the more beautiful you are, a big pro to it, even though you're going to have all these fucking losers trying to impress their friends by sleeping with you or just be seen out with you, because you can be a very attractive man. You could be a very attractive man. The second a beautiful woman gets next to you, you're that much more attractive. Or you can be an unattractive man, and the second a beautiful woman gets around you, you are attractive, right? Somebody wants you because they're like, okay, you got that. I want to see what's up with you now because now I'm intrigued. But I do think it is always, like, should be a top priority to take care of yourself as a woman. And I'm not even meaning you need to be, like, dolled up and stuff, but just take care of your health, you know, be serious about your fitness, be serious about just, you don't
your
have
hygiene.
Your hygiene. You don't have to wear makeup and all that, but you should want to look presentable, because looking presentable, you never know what opportunity is going to knock on your window, right? And you always want to be prepared so you're not put in a position where an opportunity comes across you and then where you're presented an opportunity and you're not ready for it. Because a lot of people say, oh, what's for you won't miss you. And yeah, I do believe there's a lot of truth in that, but I also think a opportunity could be in your face and you cannot be prepared for it, right? So there's a very fine line, and that's why I think as a woman, you should always,
get ready, say
be ready,
stay ready,
be hygienic, be on your fitness, and put a matching set on it. It doesn't have to be that serious, but look presentable. Because you will just get so much more out of life when you put your best foot forward. And putting your best foot forward is looking good.
Yeah. So. And don't think because you're not up to what you believe is society standard, or you keep playing this comparison game, that it's not possible for you. Actually, their possibilities are endless. And if you take care of yourself, anyone could be absolutely beautiful if they actually just poured into themselves. Like, genuinely, anyone could be beautiful.
Yeah, and that's why I don't like when girls try to chop everything up to luck. Oh, you're so lucky you got that opportunity. Oh, you're so lucky you get to do this. No, girl, I'm in the gym. I make sure that I'm presentable everywhere I go. Like, these opportunities are falling in my lap because I'm putting myself in a position to receive great opportunities, Like, you can't just be out partying every day, being out till 5 a.m., drinking, not taking your makeup off, not brushing your teeth, not going to the gym, and then step outside and be mad at the next woman for getting an opportunity. Like, who, if you see two people walk in the room, one's still drunk from the night before, hasn't showered, and then somebody walks in, looking clean, fresh, awake, not full of Hennessy, who are they gonna choose?
Right.
Like, let's be for real. It's not luck. Like, it's preparation. It's preparation. And it's making conscious efforts every day.
Yes.
So.
And that kind of goes hand with the people think you just get handouts and stuff. And that's why I at times would get so frustrated with that narrative, because it's like, y'all have no idea how much work or how much work I've put in, or how much things I've had dangled over my head. Like, I am very blessed, but I wouldn't say it's all just luck either. And I'll say I haven't really said a pro about being beautiful. I did think about opportunities. We've definitely been in rooms and situations where it's like, yeah, you thought we're beautiful, so we're here. But I love being beautiful because it grasps people's attention no matter what, which could be a pro and a con, but we're going to talk about pros. So I have your attention, you're watching me and you're listening to me. I have important things I want to say, and I have important things that I want to teach to people. And if you find me aesthetically pleasing to look at, that's going to help me draw in the audience that I need to hear my message. So I feel like that's definitely a pro to being beautiful. It does make it easier to grasp people's attention on social media and really get through to people.
That's a good one. Yeah. I was I'm kind of like repeating. I think I just have one more, but it's literally the same thing. I'm just gonna say it again. That way. But yeah, I would say a major con of being beautiful is a bunch of losers want to sleep with you to have bragging rights, and you're like a milestone in their life. It's the greatest accomplishment they'll ever achieve. But it doesn't have to be a con if you don't let it happen, right? If you don't lay down with losers, then being beautiful is just a pro in that sense. You are the creator of your own reality, so you don't have to lay down with loser, lustful men. You could just keep the cookie to yourself, keep the lid on really tight, and say, sorry, you can't have any, but thank you for all the gifts and trips and everything else. All the other nice things that you've done for me in hopes of trying to lay down with me. You didn't succeed. Dust yourself and try again with somebody else.
Yes, because you're seen as a top tier woman. So the only thing right to do to make sure you get the top tier treatment. Because you're a beautiful woman, you're going to have all types of energy and people come your way. That doesn't resemble who you are, though. Just because a dust comes your way, a loser comes your way, doesn't mean you're a dusty loser. There are going to be very wealthy, very beautiful, very responsible, respectful men that come your way as well. You just have to wean through the large pile of options that you have. That is another great thing about being beautiful. You have a lot more options.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, you have less of an excuse to be with a loser.
Mm-hmm.
Because that top tier man is looking for a woman like you, but when you're sleeping with losers, you're taking yourself down to their level. You need to push them away and keep it locked up and tight for somebody who actually deserves it. And yeah, you're not gonna come across them on an everyday basis like you're gonna come across a loser in a dust ball on an everyday basis, but it's so much more worth it to hold out for a real one than get impatient because you're wanting love or you're wanting to get cracked. You're just like, okay, I'll settle for this dust ball. No, that top tier man wants a top tier woman. So fucking get your shit together and focus on yourself and hold it down until that person comes into your life, because they will treat you great and give you what you truly deserve. These other men won't. Mm-hmm. And when you get enough of those low quality experiences, you start thinking that's what you deserve. So don't do that. And it's okay to be alone. It's actually really fun.
Yeah.
I still am not talking to anybody and I'm having a great time. It's like making me not want to mess with nobody. There's not even one person I really think of actually going on a date with for real. So
yeah. Like, so when dust comes your way, just go. Mm-hmm. Like I sneeze.
No, that's like I'm allergic.
Allergic for real. Like I sneeze.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other ones you want to say?
Not that I could think of. I might have said more cons than pros, but I definitely love being beautiful, and I want everyone else. And I want everyone else to feel beautiful, and being beautiful is top tier and great, and I love it here. And I'm just gonna continue to get more beautiful, despite what society and media says about women growing in age.
Yeah.
Summer Hike is so fire.
Cher is fire too. Cher is older.
J-Lo.
Yeah, Sofia Vergara.
Yes.
Oh my God, Sophia.
No, yeah.
Is so fucking wild.
They're lying to you.
They're lying to you.
Like literally, you could literally be hot forever. Just wash your face, moisturize, put the Hennessy down. You're gonna be okay. Or the Casamigos, whatever fuck you drink. But either way, stop drinking. It's going to age the fuck out of you. And also, this is actually the last thing I'm going to say. If you are a woman and you want to preserve your youth and beauty, stop dealing with men that suck the literal fucking life out of you. And also don't give them babies, because that's just going to speed up the process 10 times more. If you've already done that, if you've already given a loser a baby, then it's okay. Maybe just get really, really strict on your boundaries. And like I said, don't play about that fitness, that hygiene, moisturize the fuck out of yourself. And anytime he hits your line with some bullshit, say, you know what? This is my phone and I'm not fucking responding to it, and get on with your day.
Yeah, it's never too late to change the narrative and rewrite your story. So, yeah.
We love you guys.
We love you.
Because we're hungry now.
Yes.
Goodbye. Bye from the boogers.